organs from our function. It's the most powerful organ in the body, frankly, but it's also really vulnerable to a lot of things that we can feed it, that we do feed it, that we don't realize until now that we probably shouldn't have had them in our food supply to begin with. An example, those trans fats found in all those snacks I was telling you about.
Meet Dr. William Li, a distinguished physician, scientist, and internationally recognized expert in food as medicine. As the respected author of the New York Times best-selling book, Eat to Beat Disease, Dr. Li has garnered global acclaim for his innovative approach to healthcare. He pioneered research that has contributed to developing over 30 new medical treatments, significantly impacting the management of more than 70 diseases. In this video, we will highlight 3 drinks that you should avoid at all costs, as they can potentially lead to dementia. And that's not all. We will also share insights into how these drinks can impact brain health and provide alternative options for protecting your cognitive function.
But before we dive back into the video, if you're serious about protecting your brain health, check out our custom guide, The Mind Diet, a simple plan to keep Alzheimer's at bay. It's designed to help you put this science into practice. With a 28-day meal plan and delicious brain-boosting recipes, supporting your mind every day has never been easier. If you're committed to fighting memory loss and staying sharp for years to come, this guide is your blueprint. Get the Mind Diet now and take control of your brain health.
Dementia is a term used to describe a group of symptoms that affect memory, thinking, and daily functioning, significantly impairing a person's ability to perform routine tasks. It is caused by damage to brain cells, which disrupts communication between them. The most common type of dementia is Alzheimer's disease, where brain cells progressively deteriorate, leading to memory loss, confusion, and difficulty with decision-making and problem-solving. As dementia advances, it can cause changes in personality, mood swings, and difficulty recognizing loved ones. Dementia is often linked to aging, but lifestyle factors, including diet, can significantly impact the risk of developing it. However, it is important to mention that this content is for informational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Now that we have a clear understanding of dementia and its effects on the brain, let's explore the 3 drinks you should avoid to protect your cognitive health. Our first food is broccoli, a cruciferous vegetable that can be your secret fertilizer for stem cells. Everyone likes enjoying a glass of wine or a casual beer, unaware that over time, these drinks could affect your mind in ways you wouldn't expect. Alcohol, in moderation, can feel like a harmless way to unwind. However, studies show that consistent drinking can lead to far more than a temporary buzz. It may even contribute to serious conditions like dementia, a group of brain diseases affecting memory, thinking, and daily function. While dementia is typically associated with aging, alcohol-related dementia can strike earlier and faster, making it crucial to understand this link.
If you drink a lot, what happens? You got a hangover, right? When you have a hangover, what do you have? A headache. Well, you know what? And you're foggy. That actually is an example of what alcohol does to your brain. And here's the whole thing. It turns out that, the beneficial aspects of red wine are not the alcohol itself. It might be the polyphenols that are in the cup of red wine or in the glass of red wine, but the alcohol itself is a deadly toxin to your organs. Your cells are really, really sensitive to alcohol.
What is in alcohol that makes it such a threat to brain health? Alcohol is a neurotoxin, which means it can damage brain cells. Chronic alcohol consumption can lead to cell death, particularly in areas of the brain associated with memory, learning, and executive function. Alcohol alters the brain's communication pathways, impairing areas essential for memory and learning. Over time, chronic drinking reduces the volume of gray matter, the part of your brain responsible for processing information. As brain tissue deteriorates, so do memory and cognitive abilities, often leading to symptoms of dementia earlier than expected. Alcohol also interferes with essential nutrients. For example, chronic alcohol consumption blocks the absorption of thiamine, a vitamin crucial for brain health. A deficiency of thiamine leads to a condition called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. This condition is also known as alcoholic dementia, characterized by severe memory loss, confusion, and even hallucinations. Imagine a life where simple things like remembering a friend's name or finding your way home become impossible. This is the harsh reality for those with alcohol-induced cognitive decline. A study published on JAMA Network in 2023 reveals that maintaining mild to moderate alcohol consumption is associated with a decreased risk of dementia, whereas maintaining heavy drinking is associated with an increased risk of dementia. So, what can you do to protect your brain while still enjoying life? Moderation is key. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends minimizing the use of alcohol for those concerned about cognitive health. If you or someone you know has been drinking heavily, early intervention can make a difference. Brain cells have a remarkable capacity to recover, given time and proper care, including a balanced diet, exercise, and limiting alcohol intake. Non-alcoholic wine, mocktails, and sparkling water can be a healthy alternative to alcohol, but self-control is essential. Understanding the impact of alcohol on your brain is the first step toward a healthier future. The next time you consider pouring a drink, remember that a healthier, sharper mind awaits those who make mindful choices about alcohol. Next up in our discussion are causing ultra-processed and high-sugar sodas. But before we move on, if you are looking to dive deeper into Drinks That Might Lead to Dementia by Dr. William Lee, be sure to subscribe to the QuickTime newsletter linked below. Each week, we share expert-backed tips, delicious recipes, and actionable steps to help you live longer and feel your best delivered right to your inbox. Now, a drink that's found at nearly every gathering, consumed by millions every day, but holds a hidden, long-term danger for our brain health. Introducing sodas, the sweet, fizzy refreshments that may be linked to an increased risk of dementia. Though they're often marketed as harmless treats, mounting research reveals that sodas could be a silent contributor to cognitive decline and, ultimately, dementia. But what exactly in sodas could lead to such a serious condition as dementia? It starts with their high sugar content, often in the form of high fructose corn syrup. Regularly consuming excessive sugar can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your body struggles to manage blood sugar levels. This isn't just a metabolic issue. It has profound effects on the brain. Studies have shown that insulin resistance can damage the brain's ability to use glucose efficiently, reducing mental sharpness and paving the way for cognitive issues over time.
Contributes to the increased risk of metabolic syndrome and dementia because it's damaging to the brain over time. Again, having a little bit every now and then, not a big deal. Having a lot regularly, you got a problem. All right, so that's where sugar and sodas, sugar sweetened beverages and sodas are things that you actually want to really, really be careful about. Okay.
A study published on a journal named Stroke in 2017 highlighted that daily intake of artificially sweetened soft drinks was associated with an increased risk of both all-cause dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Not only that, there are artificial sweeteners like aspartame found in many diet sodas. Some studies suggest these artificial sweeteners may interfere with neurotransmitter function, causing confusion and even affecting learning and memory. Over time, this interference can accumulate, gradually affecting brain function. Furthermore, the phosphoric acid in many sodas, used to give that tangy taste, can reduce calcium absorption, weakening bones, and potentially affecting brain health indirectly by influencing overall body function and resilience. So, being a soda lover, what can be done? While drinking soda occasionally might not spell trouble, regular consumption can raise your risk for cognitive decline. Consider swapping sodas with healthier options like sparkling water with a splash of fresh lemon or fruit juice for a satisfying yet nutritious drink. Or you can have healthy cocktails that are refreshing. Lemonade with sparkling water can be your partner while you try to avoid soda. By cutting back on sodas, you're making a small yet significant choice to protect your brain health in the long run. Next beverage causing dementia might give you a surprise. Let's take a closer look at coffee. Is it really causing dementia? Let's explore. Sipping on a warm cup of coffee is a soothing daily ritual that millions around the world cherish. For most, coffee is not just a drink, but a small joy. There is no doubt that coffee, in many ways, is a potential health ally. Rich in antioxidants and brain-boosting compounds, coffee is often linked to various health benefits, from enhanced alertness to a possible reduced risk of certain neurodegenerative diseases. However, could there be a hidden side to coffee consumption? This is right. Under specific conditions, coffee might influence brain health in ways we wouldn't expect. Studies suggest that there is a possible connection between heavy coffee consumption and dementia.
It's good. The caffeine in your system is going to keep you up and interfere with your ability to get good quality sleep. All right. And when you do that, so you have coffee late at night, you're likely not getting good sleep. You're likely not getting those slow waves, and you're likely not draining as much of those toxins as you want. So again, a surprising food that actually is not good for your brain if you have it late at night is coffee.
But how? The answer isn't as straightforward as it seems. While moderate coffee consumption, around 2 to 3 cups a day, can support cognitive function and potentially reduce risks of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, the relationship changes with high consumption. This connection is thought to be linked to how caffeine impacts the brain and cardiovascular system. One of the primary effects of excessive caffeine intake is increased blood pressure, which can strain the cardiovascular system over time. This sustained elevation in blood pressure may impair blood flow to the brain, a critical factor for maintaining cognitive health. Reduced blood circulation can hinder the delivery of oxygen and essential nutrients to brain cells, potentially leading to cognitive decline, impaired memory, and difficulties in concentration. Caffeine in excess also affects the body's sleep-wake cycle, reducing sleep quality and leading to chronic sleep deprivation, a condition closely tied to memory issues and cognitive decline. Additionally, the stimulant effect of caffeine can trigger stress hormones, which in high amounts can lead to neuron damage. In individuals with specific genetic inclinations, these effects can be even more pronounced, creating an ideal environment for cognitive impairments to develop. So, should coffee lovers be concerned? The key lies strictly in moderation. Research indicates that moderate consumption of coffee, ideally 2 to 3 cups per day, allows you to enjoy the benefits of caffeine without overloading your system. On the other hand, frequent and excessive coffee intake, more than 5 cups a day, can gradually increase dementia risk due to the cumulative impact on sleep, stress, and brain health. To keep your coffee habit brain-friendly, aim for quality sleep, balance your daily coffee intake, and stay mindful of any effects on your mental clarity. In the end, coffee can still be a delightful and healthy part of your routine. Just be cautious about the amount you consume. So, that is all for the 3 drinks that you need to keep in check to avoid dementia. Moderation is always the key to good health. And remember, even if you're avoiding all the right foods that can cause dementia, there could still be a key factor still missing from your diet that's vital to prevent cognitive decline. It might be an essential vitamin you are not taking, not just something you need to avoid. Your diet and lifestyle could also be a major contributor to keeping your body healthy. So, join us in the next video to uncover the top 5 essential vitamins that not only give a boost to stem cell regeneration, but also help enhance the healing ability of our brain.